EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taken from about the 12. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And some space here. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Oh, yeah.
What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry now for David Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's got Miller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Monte Nicholson picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Penny, the first down carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field. Check 43. Yes.
Penny. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Montgomery on the counter. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Bears nothing.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run with Montgomery. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. drawing the penalty. Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down and goal. Trubisky buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Third and goal, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on second down, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. On first and 10, it's Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
It's second down.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Gun. It's a give to Montgomery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up? Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Carry, it's Montgomery. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Being chased out left. Demetrius Harris there to make the grab. And the Bears get a bit closer.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because as if they weren't ready to go on the last one, give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Trubisky. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, they'll find Miller. That's complete. And down to the 20. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab, and the Bears draw a bit closer. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's over, let's dominate!
To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
It's now 3rd and 15.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And a gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 50-yard line.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Midfield now. Here's Wilson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Seahawks send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now it's Trubisky. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Trubisky. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. They find some open field here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 21. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the open will take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check mark up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.